What's going on, everybody? So, in the process of moving and all that stuff, I thought I'm just gonna do some short videos, like, cause I can. And why not movie reviews? I love movie reviews. I love movies, so let's just do that. So, in the last year or so, I've been seeing these movies pop up at Walmart that are like they're one movie, but they're packaged to be a different movie, or Walmart or somebody bought the rights to it and they changed it up, or a production company bought the rights to it and changed it up, or something. But I ran into this movie the other day, Crazy Samurai 400 versus 1. Now, something similar happened a while back when you can check out the Iron Mask review on this channel. I reviewed Iron Mask. The same thing happened with this movie, where I was walking around in Walmart and you see these movies and these titles, and they have these slick cases, like slick box art design. And I'm like, I want to see this. I love samurai stuff. And I was like, and it's $14, not a super expensive Blu-ray. Like, brand new movies are like $22 on Blu-ray. This is like $14. So I was like, shoot, I'll buy that. One of the best action films in recent years, says Asian Movie Pulse. But you look at the cover here, and it's like a bit of a 300 vibe. And I mean, I was just like, I gotta see this. 400 versus 1, it hooked me well enough. So it's a Hayao original. Tak Sakaguchi. I don't know, I think that's probably the main actor, but that's the name up there at the top. The back says, when a master samurai arrives to duel the disgraced Yoshikeda dojo, he walks into an ambush in the world's first 77-minute, one-take action film sequence. My goodness. Excuse me. I just got done eating lots of pizza rolls. Miyamoto Musashi. Oh, okay. That's the guy's name. So Tak Sakaguchi is the main guy. Fights for his life against 400 warriors, earning a place in history as the Crazy Samurai Musashi. The Crazy Samurai Musashi. This is a Japanese film. It says Japan on the back. Language Japanese. Available subtitles English. So there's no dubbed version, which is good, because I was not going to watch the dubbed version of this with terrible English speaking acting. So yeah, I just wanted to, 77-minute, one take. Gonna be interesting. So I just want to give a little preface to this video of, yeah, this is the movie. So I'm gonna review that. I just wanted to show off the box because I think it's cool and stuff. Okay, guys, I just got out of the shower and I watched the movie, kind of. So here's my review. I say kind of because this movie sucks. This movie is straight up garbage. It's borderline a scam that I fell for. So where to start? The beginning is promising. It's a short little intro that gives you all you need to know about the context of the fight, which I expected because they're supposed to be a 77-minute long, uninterrupted one-take shot scene. And in my mind, it played out a lot differently in the movie than I had played it out in my brain. And now watching it, I can say, oh yeah, I can see, I mean, the practicality of what I thought of in my head is definitely has to be a way higher budget type situation to be able to pull that off. So what they end up doing is there's just a bunch of people standing around in a field, one guy with the sword in the middle, and he's, I compare it to, like, you ever play sword fight with your dad? That's exactly what the movie looks like. It looks like one guy that's your dad, and he fights you and your brother and sister, and he just like deflects all of them and kills you one strike, and so that's basically the movie for 80 minutes. One guy, 40 people in the field, and they're all just standing around. None of them attacking from behind. There's a lot of points where there's a tree or he stands behind a building or back against something so no one can really get behind him. But there's some parts when there's people just running right behind him. Like literally the camera's here and a guy runs right in front of the camera and he's like literally right behind him. He could have just, and he doesn't even flinch or like look back or nothing. He's just focused straight ahead. It's like they could have just easily stabbed him in the back. It's so dumb. It's ridiculous. There's some rain in here at one point that I thought there's a horrible lightning digital effect, and then I thought they were just digitally affect rain coming in, but it actually was, I think they got a rain machine for just a little bit. He fights one guy in the rain, and then after that guy's dead, it's like a mini boss fight. After that guy's dead, it stops raining conveniently. That's great. I also wanted to mention, and I forgot to earlier, this movie is not rated. So I thought, great. We're going to see, it's an unrated movie. There's got to be blood, arms coming off, legs coming off, heads coming off. No. There's digital blood, and it's not good. There's no, like, even when people get sliced, there's no, like, clothes ripping, or there's no, like, all the costumes in this are nice, but they're all too clean. If it's supposed to be period correct, I feel like a lot of these people should be more dirty looking than they are, but they're not. They're too clean. Also, there's some great wigs in this movie. I think people that didn't have hair, like, they probably had there's a lot of Asian men in this movie. And I think some of them may have been like clean shaved or like they may have a buzz cut. And so they put like weird wigs on some of them, and you can definitely tell like, why does his head look like that? And you're like, oh, and I didn't know what it was for a minute. I was like, why does he look so weird? And I figured it out. He's wearing a dumb weird wig. I love how I said this is gonna be a short video. And I could upload short videos, but this is going to be like a 10-minute long video. And what else is funny is that when someone gets stabbed, like they're going to die, they would fall down, and then there would be some guys come and, like some of his comrades would come and try to pick him up or like scoot him backwards out of the way. And they wouldn't just leave his body there, obviously, because you know why? Because he would get out of frame. He would get back up and get back in line to come back and get killed again. That's how you get the 400 versus 1. Because there's probably only 40 people in this movie, or 50 actors. But they reuse so many of them, and they have the wigs so they can put a different wig on so it doesn't look like the same person with the same haircut. Again, you're like, wait a minute. But, I mean, it's like if you've seen a bunch of white dudes doing this, you would forget how many people, 50 white guys fighting somebody, you'd forget. There's so many faces. But still, I bet they still switched some people's wigs just because. And, yeah. Oh, so I just look it up, guys. Look it up on YouTube. Look up a clip. Find a clip of it. The music is not good either. It's just kind of like there's some drums and sometimes there's not even music at all. It's just bad. It's boring. I skipped through a lot of it. Like I watched the intro and I started watching it and I was like, is this the whole movie? And I started fast forwarding 5 times, 10 times, and it's the whole movie. I thought there'd be running or like there's some parts where it's just a real close up of his face, and there's parts where he's standing and he has to drink some water, and the actor has to look like he's out of breath, but he's really not out of breath. He's just like he hasn't really done that much, and you could tell he's acting like he's out of breath instead of just like if you would have had some sections with him running away or hiding or popping out, but he doesn't really do that ever. You could continuously take, him hiding and then running around, and he can actually get tired. But it's all around not good. The very ending, I'm glad that I didn't just shut it off. The very end has a cool ending scene with an actual, I don't want to say these this main guy wasn't an actual martial artist or swords play guy, but most of their budget probably went to this guy at the very end. They skip 7 years into the future, and the guy that the crazy samurai is now older looking, and it's a completely different actor. But the other guy, who you wanted to see him fight at the beginning of the movie, he hasn't changed a bit. He's still the same actor. And this guy kicks ass. The crazy samurai from 7 years in the future, it's a different actor. He kicks ass. His scene is fucking awesome. If they could have done the whole movie like that, it would have been worth it. But of course, they won all the money went into this scene, and they had this guy for one day, and he did all the choreography. I'm sure that this guy choreographed the whole thing, and it just came out really fucking cool. You can search that scene. I'm sure that's on YouTube. Watch that one. Skip the rest of the movie, but pop in one place and watch a little bit of it to see just the standing aroundness of it and how boring it is. Just so you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's pretty crazy to witness. So anyways, that's a long-winded review. Don't watch it. Don't buy it. 1 star, 1 out of 10. I know it's the only reason it's not 0 is because of the last scene. So that's all I got. Leave a comment. Bye.